Hello, welcome to the Brick Base. I'm Matt, and today we're going to be taking a look at the UCS Slave 1. Just some specs on the set. It is set number 75060. It originally came out in 2015 for $200, and it contains 1,996 pieces. Alright, to start off this review, let's take a look at those minifigures. Alright, so here's our first minifigure, the Bespin Guard, and I do believe all of these minifigures are exclusive to this set, except for the Stormtrooper, and Han Solo's torso, I believe, came out in one other set, but I believe the face print is unique to this set, so technically he is an exclusive minifigure also. But this figure is pretty simple, but the Bespin Guards do have pretty simple uniforms. He has some gold reflective printing on the front of his torso there, and the white at the top of his torso is kind of washed out. Lego really needs to work on their printing there. A lot of their white printing on like blue or black or any other of those darker colors just don't turn out too good. He also has some back printing there, and he is equipped with a blaster, and he just has the one face print, and he has a little hat there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Bespin Guard there. And next up, we have the only non-exclusive figure to the set, the Stormtrooper. He has some nice leg printing there and torso printing, which I don't think they've redone in a while, but it does look pretty good. He also has back printing there, and this is not the newest Stormtrooper mold that Lego's come out with. They did recently release the Imperial Dropship, and it comes with the new Stormtrooper helmet mold, which it's very controversial. Some people love it, some people hate it. I don't really know. I have mixed feelings on it. The new helmet mold, it does seem very big compared with the rest of the figure's body, but it's also extremely accurate. I don't know, this one is kind of a nice in-between of, like, it has a lot of detail on it, but it's also doesn't look too out of proportion with the rest of the minifigure. But other than that, he has a blaster there and nothing really else. But that's pretty much it for our Stormtrooper. And here we have the minifigure we've all been waiting for, the Boba Fett figure. This is one of the most accurate and most detailed figures that Lego's made. He has arm printing and leg and toe printing. It's just so accurate. He even has all the scratch marks on his torso there, and a little, I don't know what that is. It looks kind of like a Padawan braid there on the left side of his torso. He's equipped with a blaster and a little cape around his arm. I don't know what they call that. He also has a jetpack, and the printing on his helmet is also very accurate. And if we take all of his other gear off, you can see the other printing on his arm there and his back printing. And you can even see his face, which has kind of a smirk there, which I don't think we ever see the actual face of Boba Fett, at least in the original trilogy. So I don't know if that's actually accurate to the person underneath the suit. But yeah, that is it for Boba Fett there. And now on to the next two figures. Alright, here is Han Solo, and he is complete with his plain white t-shirt. There's nothing really else that they could have done to make it look any better than it already is. He has brown pants with no printing, and he has a very worried look on his face. This is before he gets turned into carbonite. And the hairpiece is not super accurate. They've come out with a much more accurate hairpiece in the latest Star Wars sets, with the middle part that looks much more accurate to the actor Harrison Ford when he acted in all of the Star Wars movies. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Han Solo. Nothing really else. Pretty simple figure there. And last but not least, we have Han Solo in carbonite. This figure, this isn't the first time that it has come out in a set. I believe it came out in the other Slave One set back in 2011 or 12, somewhere around there. But yeah, they just used the same piece and mold for that. And in the back, you can fit your Han Solo figure just right there. He slides on in two little pegs with his arms there, and you can fit him right in there. And that is your Han Solo in carbonite. And by the way, it does not come with the two little pieces I have standing it up on. I just used those so it would be easier to show you guys. But yeah, that is it for Han Solo and for all the minifigures. Now let's get on to that Slave One. Alright, here is the Slave One itself, and I have it on this angle just to show you guys this one feature right in here. And if you lift up this door right there, there's a little clip there, and you can take your Han Solo in carbonite and clip it right on there, and then you can close the door just so you can store your Han Solo figure, which that is a really smart idea by the designers. Otherwise, if you would have just shoved it in there, then it would get lost and you wouldn't be able to take it out. But also, there is a fun feature just in case you do lose your Han Solo in there. So we're just gonna throw him right in there with no clip. Close that up. And if we flip it over to the other side, you can see there's this little door right here on a hinge. You can open that up and you can see your Han Solo is right in there. You can shake it out or whatever, and there it is, just in case it gets lost in there. So I thought that was a pretty cool added feature that they put in there. But yeah, just starting off around the base of this model, you can see some very nice detailing with some very complicated building techniques to get those curved parts on the side there. And you have a little sticker there to show some wear and tear in this set. But yeah, overall, just the shaping of it is just so awesome, and it looks just absolutely perfect. And yeah, moving over to the wings, you can see some sticker detailing over here. Yes, those are stickers. I wish they were printed, but you know, Lego's gotta save some money somewhere. And this piece right here is also printed with a little bit of yellow. And just to show you how the wings exactly work, you can see that when I lift up the Slave One, the wings are gravity operated, so they can rotate to whatever angle the Slave One is in. However, the inside in the cockpit area, this seat for Boba Fett, it does not rotate with the wings. You have to rotate it yourself, which I don't know why they did that. It would kind of make sense to make it move with the wings, but yeah, it does rotate still. And we can grab our Boba Fett figure, and there's even a place for his gun on the side here. You can just clip it in. And he does come with an extra gun, which I don't quite know why, but it's right there, and then the other one's on that side. But maybe he just needs a backup or something. But yeah, you can stick your Boba Fett figure in there. He has a little backrest and a lot of control panels, as you can see. There's some printed ones, like this one right there, and then this one's also printed. You can see that this right there and the other control panel on the other side are both stickers. So there's a decent amount of stickers in this set, but not too bad. And then you can kind of see over here how they got that slope on this side, all the curves, and they use those arch pieces right there, so this part is hollow, but you can't see it when you put the cockpit back on, this whole part covers it up, so it's not a huge deal. And then also on the cockpit, these parts right here are stickers, but I mean they kind of needed to add those in because then it would be kind of an awkward transition from this part to the cockpit, so that does make sense. And this bit right here is also a sticker, but other than that, there aren't a whole lot more. I know there's some in the front, right here. There's a couple, but yeah, it's necessary. For UCSs, they try not to have a whole lot of stickers and do the actual detail with actual Lego bricks instead of stickers, but sometimes they actually do need to add stickers for smaller details that they couldn't make with Lego bricks. But yeah, the top of the Slave 1 is very much smoothed out, and there are very few studs on this model at all that you can see, especially on the sides. There's some studs just used for greebling because it's a pretty old ship. And also on each side you can lift open this little hatch, and there are some missiles and bombs on the inside. I love how they integrated this in. You can't even tell that there's a door that's supposed to be open right there. But yeah, that does open. Sometimes it's tough to close. There we go. And the same thing on the other side. Has some different missiles. I'm glad that they mixed it up and didn't put the same missiles on both sides, but you can see those right there. They don't fire or anything because this is meant to be a realistic model and not exactly a play model. But moving down here, there are turrets that move both at the same time, so you can put them in whatever position you want, which is very nice. And yeah, also on the side right here, there's some tubing, and they use these nunchuck pieces, is what I call them, because they used them, I believe, in one Ninjago set, and they were gold. They were used as nunchucks. So yeah, and then the subtle angle right here of these two panels just coming in, it's very nice. And also, one thing that I don't like about this set, I love a lot about this set, but one of the things that I don't like is, let me just zoom out real quick. These flaps are very loose. When I built this set, they were only held in by a little ball joint, or maybe it was two ball joints, but it was like somewhere around here and then up here. There were two joints, but nothing else was supporting it. So they're definitely very loose. Like when you pick it up, you can tell that they're kind of loose, but the rest of this ship is very solid. The base especially, this would definitely withstand in a drop test. But yeah, this is one of the best views of the Slave 1. You can see this nice subtle angle that just goes up the top of the ship. Instead of all the play sets, they just have it, you know, straight flat-lined off. I'm glad they put that little detail in there just to make it that much more accurate. And when you're building this set, they definitely use a lot of strange techniques to accomplish. And also on this side of the ship by the wings, you can see that detailing right in there. The little bits of dark red there, and then also down in here, it's kind of hard to see with the lighting, but there's some black bits of greebling down in there, which is definitely very much appreciated. And moving around to the base of the model, this side I don't think we touched very much, but these two I don't know, like quarter circle pieces right here. I mean, it accomplishes the angle, but it just looks kind of out of place. Sometimes they could have made it a little subtler. But yeah, other than that, this front part is definitely very accurate and very well done. I love how they integrated the stickers with like actual bricks. So they had the kind of scraped off gray there and then transitioned to an actual brick, which looks very nice. That they use stickers and just regular bricks to accomplish that look, which is very nicely done. And I just realized that this wing, well, both of the wings, it's actually rotating on this piece right here, this Technic axle that's going in there, and then this top part is just for show. It doesn't actually do anything, it just helps support it a little bit, but all the work is going on right down here, and that's the same for the other wing as well over here. This Technic axle is doing all the work, but yeah, that's just something I noticed real quick. And yeah, also I almost forgot to mention that there is a stand, just like with most UCS sets. It does come with a stand and a plaque. It says Slave 1, the manufacturer is Quat Systems Engineering. It is 21.5 meters long. The engines are an F31 drive engines. The hyperdrive system is modified class 1.0. The speed is 1,000 kilometers per hour in the atmosphere, and it has a whole bunch of weapons there. The capacity is 1 pilot, 1 co-pilot, 6 prisoners, 2 passengers, and 40 metric tons of cargo. However, in the Lego model, it can only fit 1 Boba Fett figure and 1 Han Solo figure in the cargo there, which I guess isn't too accurate to the actual ship, but Lego had to do a lot of structural engineering on the inside, so you can't fit that many figures. But yeah, so this stand has 3 or 4 little pegs right here that fit right into the back of the ship. I'll show you there. You just fit it right between those tan pieces right there, and it holds it up very nicely. The only downside is that you can't really see the information sticker when this is displayed, but I guess you could do some rebuilding and make it on the side or something so you can see it a little bit better while you're displaying it. Alright, and I just wanted to give you guys a quick look at the box here. Unfortunately, mine is kind of creased right here and a little bit down here. I ordered this from Lego.com around when it came out, but yeah, unfortunately it just came like that. But yeah, the front box art is definitely very awesome. You've got Bespin in the background there. Says ages 14 plus. Has the set number, everything, all the parts in there. And if we take a look at the back here, you can see all of the play features that I showed you in the review. But you've got Boba Fett there, got the back of the Slave One, and the feature of the wings, and all the guns and everything. And there's a little action scene from when they put Han Solo in the Slave One. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the box. Oh, they do show you the minifigures here on the side, right there. And apparently those are all actual size, which is pretty neat. And it's got all the dimensions of the Slave One there for you, which is pretty nice. And actually, I'm going to show you the instruction manual really quick. Alright, so here is the instruction manual, and it is definitely a very thick one here. We've got a little bit over 300 pages there, 307. It's a very nice material that they made it with too. Pretty nice quality. And on the inside, just like every UCS set, they tell you a little bit about the designer there and some of the features, reference pictures, everything, which is definitely very neat. There's some sketches of it there, some models that they used in the movies, everything like that. And there is the designer right there with the model. And has different languages too, which I'll just skip through all those. But yeah, definitely a very nice quality of instruction manual there, just like any other UCS set. It was kind of interesting because usually most sets around this size, they just have like multiple instruction manuals, you know, maybe 2 or 3, but this one just came with a ginormous instruction manual. I know for the bigger UCS sets like the UCS Falcon or I don't know, the Superstar Destroyer, things like that, they will have a huge instruction manual that is actually binded, but this one is not binded. It's just a book just like that. And yeah, but I just thought that was pretty interesting. Cool little instruction manual, and let's get back on with the set. But yeah, this is definitely one of my top 3 Lego Star Wars sets of all time. And from a distance, you can't even tell that this set is actually Lego. The detailing is just that good. But yeah, this has been the review of the UCS Slave 1, and thanks for watching. If you like our content, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and maybe leave a like or a comment down below, and we'll see you guys next time.